One of the most significant issues facing Appalachian forests today is invasive species. Invasive species are usually plants that are not native to the region and that spread rapidly, outcompeting native plant communities. In this stand, non-native species dominate the understory. Native plant species that grow out of balance with the ecosystem can also cause problems in forests. You can see that in this stand, hay-scented ferns dominate the understory, casting dense shade across the forest floor and competing with desirable plants. Competing plants like ferns here are similar to weeds in your garden. They interfere with the establishment and growth of your future forest. Undesirable trees and plants can take over a forest just as weeds can take over a garden. Notice how there aren't any other species of plants or young trees growing in the understory here. If a timber harvest was done in this forest and we removed the large trees from the canopy, what would be left to grow and replace them? Unfortunately, there aren't any young oaks or desirable trees to grow into the next forest canopy. Herbicide is our most effective tool in combating invasive and competing vegetation. In the area on the left, an herbicide application targeting ferns was applied last growing season. The herbicide has acted like weeding a garden, creating better growing conditions for desirable plants and trees by offering more space and light in the understory. Over time, desirable tree seedlings like oaks and hickories will begin to grow here, but additional spot treatments of herbicide might be needed to keep the ferns from reestablishing. Compare this treated area to the adjacent untreated area to the right. Here, ferns still dominate the understory and are outcompeting desirable plants and trees. Competing vegetation can also be a problem in the forest midstory. Look up to see how striped maple saplings in this stand are blocking the sunlight and casting shade on the forest floor. This makes the conditions poor for establishing oak seedlings, which require more sunlight to grow. Look down at the ground and you'll see only striped maple seedlings are growing here. In this adjacent stand, herbicide was applied last growing season to control the striped maple. Look up to see sunlight coming through the canopy trees. More sunlight is now able to reach the forest floor, offering better conditions for the growth of oak seedlings and other desirable plants.